What's going on, everybody? I'm Coach Gary. How are you guys doing today? For the last year and a half, I've been in the market for a streaming deck. I was walking around in Walmart and I just happened to see this Vivitar audio stream sound mixer in the electronics section. I noticed that it had preset sounds in it, and I figured, what the heck? Why not get this and use it while I'm waiting to get my actual streaming deck? So I've been using this for a while, and I don't really want to call this a review. I just want to show you how I use this and go over some of the special features of the product. Some of the special features for this product are: it has a 1/4 mic input, voice effects, sound effects, USB connection, Bluetooth, and it comes preset with 17 sound effects. On the back of the box, it goes into a little more detail about the features. It has USB cord, Bluetooth connectivity. It has overall 20 built-in sound and voice effects. You can customize one of your own sound effects. It has a dynamic microphone input, or you be the judge of that. It has 5 aux ports for connecting external devices. And included in the box is the audio stream sound mixer, user manual, and 3 connect cables. These are all the components included with the product. First, you have the mixer itself. It is all plastic, extremely lightweight. It comes with a manual and also 3 cables. You have your 3.5 aux cable. You're going to have your USB-C cables. This is a USB-C to USB-C cable. And you're also going to have your USB-C to USB-A cable. On the back of the mixer, you're going to have all of your input jacks. These are for 2 condenser microphones. This is for your 1/4 inch dynamic microphone. These are for your headphones. This is for a musical device. It could be your iPhone. And also you have your power cord. This goes from the mixer to the computer. There are 2 cords you can use to connect your mixer to your computer. You can use the USB-A to USB 3 connector. Or you can use the USB-C to USB-C connector. This is how I connect the mixer to the computer. First of all, I'll take the USB cord, plug it in here, and the opposite end, I plug that into the computer. To turn it on, all you have to do is mash and hold this button. And the lights will come on and let you know that it is on and operating. Next thing, to hook up my headphones, and I have the headphones with the microphone on it. You're going to plug it into one of these outlets here. All right, so now I'm going to go over some components and demonstrate how this sound mixer works. Okay, first of all, you have 2 knobs at the top. The first one controls the volume to your microphone. I hope you guys can hear the effect. I've got it turned all the way down. Now, if I turn it back up, you can hear my voice a little bit clearer or a little louder. All right. The lights up here, all they do is tell you how much volume you have in these three components. All right. The next one here on the right, this controls the sound in your earphones. If I turn this all the way down, I don't know if you can hear the difference in the earphones. I do, but if I turn it up, uh, I can hear that it gets louder. I usually keep it right here because the further I get, the more feedback that occurs on this mixer for some reason. All right. You have two more buttons right here. This one is a button that would control the sound if you had an extra device or musical device. Okay. And this right here controls all the output coming out of your computer. And that is what this is how I'm controlling this right here, the output coming out of the computer. I'm going to leave it about right here so it doesn't redline on us. All right. Hopefully you can still hear me pretty clearly. All right. So now let's just go to the middle of these slide buttons right here. These three on this side control the microphone or the output from the microphone or the effects from the microphone. You can hopefully you can hear a little bit of difference as I move these buttons up. I like to have the mid about right there and the high there. Put the low about right here. Actually, I like the low right there, but if I put it right here, it'll cut down some of the reverb. Now, speaking of the reverb, these two buttons here are basically, what it is the reverb button. But in order to get the reverb to work, I'm gonna have to slide this effect button up a little bit, and then once I move the reverb button, it actually works. So I guess the higher the effect, the more reverb I get. All right, at the end. Hello. Okay. So let's cut that off right there. Now we're going to go to the sound effect buttons at the bottom. Now on the cover, it says that there are 17 presets, and that is true. Even though there's a lot more than 17 buttons down here. Actually, if you've got 9 buttons here, 9 buttons here, you're going to subtract one because this button we're going to talk about first, the custom sound button, is not a preset. You have to actually create your sound here. And the way you do this is simply by mashing this button one time and recording. It will record for 10 seconds and automatically shut itself off. So you can find a sound on the computer, record it, it will record 10 seconds of it and go off. Or you can actually hit record and it will record your voice for 10 seconds and then go off. All right. So I have a pre record or I have a created sound in it. All right. So the next one is your DJ horn. You have a record scratch. You have a ding. And if you look at the buttons, there is going to be either a dot, two dots, or a dash. All right, on the button. Now, what that stands for is if there's just a button, if there's just a dot, that means you're just going to mash it one time and let it go. If there's a dash, in order to get the effect to work, you're going to have to hold it down. All right, so my next button is actually a buzzer and it has a dash there or a line. So that means I'm gonna hold that down in order for it to work. All right. The next button is crickets or crickets. All right. Then you have your button, just in case you wanted to beep some bad language out. I usually don't use any of that stuff. All right. But it's handy. Okay. Then you have your sad trombone. Really like that because I played the trombone in band in the 7th grade. You have your car horn. So let's skip over the middle for right now and go over here to the other side. First effect you're going to have or preset sound is going to be clapping. Right? You're going to move from your clapping up to your applause. All right, you go from your applause to your crowd cheering. All right. So if you're gonna have crowd cheering and applause, of course you got to have booing. You got your laugh track, and just in case I tell a joke, especially if it's a corny joke, which is what I usually tell, you got to have your rim shot. All right. Your thunder. Accompany my thunder with this screen right here. All right. That's the closest thing I can find to like an explosion, the thunder. All right. A button I need to use more of is the suspense button. All right. And then finally, the scream. It's a good one right here. All right. So now let's go to the buttons in the middle. The buttons in the middle. First one you're gonna have says mute all. So if I all right. Your voiceover, we're not going to really be able to hear any effects. That mute. Then you have effects off or sound effects off. So really, I can show you that by turning on the reverb again. So if I turn on the reverb, turn on this reverb and talk, and then hit this FX button, it cuts that completely out. All right. Go down here to the two extra buttons down here, and this I think is what creates your 20 uh, preset sounds that it's written on the back of the box. All right, because what this first one does right
here is it changes your voice or it makes your voice a little high. Okay? Makes your voice a little high. I think it's pretty cool. And some of these buttons have two dots on it, and this is one of them. So if I mash it again, it makes my voice even higher. Higher. Alright, that's enough of that. Alright? So if you have
high buttons, then of course you're gonna have
low buttons. Okay? And well, a low button, but there's two dots on the low button, so hit it again and it should make my voice a little low. I think that's too low. Alright, let's move on.
all right. Then the next one is a music voice cancel, so we don't have any music playing. So that's not gonna. I mean, you're not going to get any effect out of that. The last one is a the Bluetooth button. So we turn this Bluetooth button on. I don't know if you heard that. It says Bluetooth connected. You can take a device and go to your Bluetooth, and it should connect to it now. For some reason, it's taken a long time for this iPhone to connect, so we're not gonna wait for that to happen. But trust me, you turn the Bluetooth on there, go to your settings, turn your Bluetooth on here, and uh, it will show what is called, they call it Viv Audio One. All right, so I'm pretty sure that's short for Vivitar. So Viv Audio One, and then of course you connect it like you do to any other. You pair it like you do to any other Bluetooth, and you can actually play the sound from your iPhone or from your phone or whatever device you're using through your headphones. All right, so that's pretty cool feature right there. We'll go ahead and turn it off. And there you are, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Vivitar Audio Stream Sound Mixer. I think it's a pretty good product for what I'm using it for. All right, I'm using it to enhance my live streams. I got it because, of course, it was only $30 at Walmart, and it had 17 to 20 different preset sound effects on it. Right? I think if you're going to use it for what I'm using it for, and that is just to enhance your live stream, it does just that. If you're looking for something to enhance your audio, your microphone output, this is probably not the thing for you. All right. Like I said, it only has a few things that would actually change or enhance your audio. But if you're just looking for a few sound effects, this will do the job. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. I would like to thank everyone for watching. Do me a favor and hit that like button. And I hope this helps someone. I'm Coach Gary, and I'll see you guys next time.